buck. Connected with a Catskill buck on a solo overnight deer hunt with my crossbow. It's starting to snow. Hey guys, so yesterday I put my tree stand up on that mountain that I keep seeing this really big buck. That looks like a real nice saddle to try to get up into. That must be oak up there and maple. So might have a lot of food in there and the sun hits it. So it might be a spot to check out this week also, but that's like 5 miles up. Big oyster mushroom, look at that thing. But it's raining today, and not that I don't like hunting in the rain because it's actually my favorite time, or the snow, but what I'm going to do is scout today because it's quiet. I could walk and sneak up, and 2 days temperature is going to drop. So I'm actually going to try and scout some areas where I've shot some big bucks in the past, see what's going on in the woods, put on some miles today, do some calling, and we'll see, maybe we'll get a buck. Pulls him really well. He won't leave. There he goes. Oh, that's cool. I got to see this area here, and I found some buck sign. But I'm gonna keep going to a new location. I mean, this is all it takes to get a big buck. I hit this buck at 4 feet, literally. That's cool. All I did was I put my spray out, my homemade lure, and I did a rattling sequence. One sequence for about 25-30 seconds. and I did a couple grunts and bleeds on here. Within 5 minutes he came out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just sneaking around these woods and I'm just giving a couple calls every like 400 yards. So I'm trying to separate it out. And he gave about 15-20 minutes and then he moved on. He came literally right to me. That was awesome. It doesn't look like much. Well, I'm going back up now because I feel the timing right now is right, and now is my time to go hunt that buck. I waited 27 days of the season not to go bump him. I'm waiting to the exact right moment that I feel. I'm going to put the stand, let that cool down a few more days, check my cameras up there, and then we'll keep going. Oh man, I'll take 10 minutes here. I really hope this is worth it at the end. I hope I get this buck or another big one, and a bear maybe. I think I found a location for my base camp to get set up. Trying to keep my voice down. I have 85 pounds on my back right now. You get lightheaded getting up in the elevation climb, not because of the elevation gain, just being out of shape all year. I think this is what it's going to take every day. Waking up at 4, getting up by 4:30. Hopefully I'll make it by 2 hours up to my spot. So far I put on right around 50 to 60 miles of scouting up and down. I took my brother here last week. First thing he said, he goes, "This is hell." So this isn't hell. We didn't even hit the mountain yet. Just wait. That's how severe it is. But some of these bucks will die of old age. Nobody really knows what's back here, so I'm starting to find it. You gotta have faith. Keep your faith. Faith in the buck. Faith that the good Lord will give me a buck, that buck. And faith that I'm doing my homework right and reading the sign right. If it all pans out, it should be one hell of a season. Stay tuned. Oh man. First day hunting. I got like, I don't know, 30 pounds on my back, 35. Camera gear, food, drinks, and clothes. I pack them in. I wear just light spandex. I wear real light spandex the whole way up. Right now I'm just taking a breather at 2,500 feet. I'm just starting to crest the hills here. But I still have another almost 3/4 of a mile to a mile straight up. Before I stop, I'll put my clothes on, and then I'll make my way over to my stand on the ledge. But 26 degrees. It should be a damn good morning up here. I'm gonna stay all day. packages and I might have them on video. But there's a couple of really big bucks here, and it's also a really big bear, so I don't want to shoot them, but it's pretty chilly up on this mountaintop. I mean, it is cold. Location. As I'm setting up my stand, 3 does came running out. Big scrapes, my favorite spot. I couldn't hold the ball anymore. I think I snuck that arrow right up into his heart. See, he stopped over there. Wow. It stopped. Alright, I'm gonna get down and go take a look. buck, and if I don't find him, I'll be shocked. I crossed the river. Right there. Look, it's all blood. And straight across here. This one I think is gonna die. I hit him probably hard, I'm assuming. Nice blood. Clots. Look at that clot. Clotting up. Okay, so I think I just jumped him. Problem is we're getting snow and rain, and I'm not going to be able to find this thing. So I gotta keep going and see what happens. See the splash marks? Dogwood. I don't want to lose this buck. And what happened was I pushed him. I could tell by the way his blood was red. I knew how much he was bleeding, and I got on him and I pushed him and pushed him and pushed him, and I jumped him, and I just kept tracking him in the dark. I didn't even have a compass, GPS, nothing. And I ended up jumping him. I heard him run through the river or creek, and now I see him. He's just laying down bedded. I got 30 yards to him. I ended up backing off of that buck, which is a smart thing to do. And he's gonna be right there in the morning. And the amount of blood he let out, absolutely no way he's gonna live. But I saw him, he's laying down, and I'll get him in the morning. Hey guys, good morning. Ended up getting, not the biggest buck, but a perfect buck for this experience. I think it's gonna be awesome. And I'm gonna end up going up on mountaintop and checking them out. He's just over from me about a half mile is where I dropped my pack off on my tent and everything yesterday, but I didn't get back down and set up until after I tracked him and went through the streams and the whole nine. So he should be there because I saw him. He was just bedded up, but he looked like he was already done. That blood trail was phenomenal. I'm almost 100% sure that that buck is going to die. I didn't even have my good professional camera up, and I wanted to be really equipped. But sometimes you're just in the moment. I passed up so many bucks that were bigger this year, but I'm just in the, I don't know, sometimes it's something that happens. It's like, okay, I'll take that buck. I hunt public land. I don't hunt farm properties, and I don't hunt preserves or anything. So it's tough. Like, the last 3 years I keep passing up. Like last year was 9 8-pointers, a couple 9-pointers. This year I passed up a 10-pointer, 8-pointers, 7s, 6s, 5s, and I post some of them, and everyone's like, well, I would have shot it. Yeah, I was gonna wait to get a bigger one, but I said at this point I feel comfortable and confident enough that I'm gonna just take it. The meat's gonna be good quality, and I eat the meat more than I don't eat the rack. So I'm a meat eater. That's what I do. This is my camp stove here and propane tank, and that was my pillow rest last night. So got my boots out here, clothes there. Let me get up and at it and go get my buck. Papa Rome's is a deer hunter. Yes, he is. All right, so I'm head up the mountain and try to go see my buck. By the time I get up there, it's pretty steep. I should probably start getting light. But I'm glad I tracked him to where I did last night because it's starting to rain. All right, shouldn't be too much further up over this ridge. And then he's down in another little side valley. Here's the other right here that he was in. He was licking that branch. So I was right up there and the does were right under me. And he took off and I shot him through the pine here. It's starting to snow and that's awesome. I'm gonna try to get on the steer. So the majority of the blood, the lighter areas, I wouldn't have found. But I knew where his blood trail was. The heavy area, you can see right away. I'm just gonna walk down and you'll find it quickly. I think he dropped down. He's at the bottom of that ravine. The other way. He must be dead, so let's go get him. Let's go check him out. Alright, we got him. That's awesome. Right where I left him. He's there. I got my buck. Little 8-pointer, young buck. Just connected with a Catskill buck on a solo overnight deer hunt with my crossbow. It's starting to snow, temperatures are dropping, stay tuned. once I get over this ridge top, I'll be straight down to the camp, and then I'll start packing that up. Had to only tag on it. Almost there. It's frozen. Wow. Temperatures just plummeted. That's crazy. Gotta go to my tree stand. I'll do it in increments, and then I'll head back to my camp. Hey guys, Papa Rome's here. I ended up getting a buck up here with my crossbow. Did a solo overnight and on a steep mountain range, but I ended up connecting and it was worth it for me. It wasn't not the biggest buck, but this isn't even about it. The journey set forth that I've been going up and down these big mountain ranges. I put on 100 miles or a little more in the last 4 weeks trying to go out and locate these bucks. I found several big bucks, but none of them are patternable because the woods are just so large. I have like a 30-40 mile area that they can roam through, and I put on maybe about 8 to 10 miles in each direction trying to find them. Haven't been able to locate where they are. Passed up a lot of bucks bigger. A nice 10-pointer I passed up. I should have shot him, but I ended up deciding to take him. I want to get into rifle here. Yesterday I had a late start getting out. Had stuff to do, so I say, you know what, we were in 16° Fahrenheit recently, and all of a sudden a rut kicked in. Then we hit that warm spell where they want to bed up more, but they're still chasing. I said, let me go hang a stand on this mountain range, and it's the perfect temperature. I don't need a hot tent, which I don't have. So I brought this tent with me, and I set that up first. Then I ended up coming back, grabbing my tree stand, my hunting bag, crossbow, went up, and as I'm getting set up, I had 3 does came running right at me, thinking I was a buck, 2 bucks fighting with the climber, and they literally came right under my stand. They took off, and I say, you know, it's perfect timing. I put my camera mount up top, but I didn't even have my good camera. It was in my backpack. So I ended up waiting, and next thing you know, I hear a crash, and I see this guy nose down and he's shoulders up and he's chasing the doe around in circles. Well, I had my spray I put out 5-10 minutes before that, and they came beadlining right up as I'm grunting and bleeding. They heard the call and they came running right to me. And this guy was hanging out down below, and I saw some scrapes down below him, but I wasn't sure which way he was going to come up. I thought he was going to follow right behind the does, but he hit the scrapes, and I have him on film with the GoPro. You can see it. It's a bit tough to see, but that's what's happening there. He came up to the scrapes, and then when I was getting my stuff out, when I saw that, my SD card holder fell out, a couple other things out of my back. It fell out, hit the ground, and that's what he went to go smell, and the does came right under me because they were trying to smell my smell, but they couldn't figure out where the deer were. They heard them, they smelled them, but they couldn't figure it out. During that time, I was also holding the crossbow up like this because I thought it was going to be a quicker motion. While on the camera I reviewed it, it's about 12-13 minutes that I free-armed, held that crossbow up off the rail, and I couldn't really move. So at the way end, my arm gave out, and I was either drop the crossbow, I would spook him, or go for the shot, and I'm going to spook him, but try. And that's what I did. I went for it, and when I lifted to move on him, he took off running, and I just tried to lock him up, and I put it right behind his shoulder, and I shot at him. Ended up hitting him. As you could tell, that blood was insane. So I ended up trailing him because I knew this front was going to bring rain and snow. I didn't want to let him go, and what I ended up doing was just running him down out of blood. Jumped him at night. I found him in the dark, which you wouldn't be able to see on the film, but I'll try to see what I can do there. And I ended up pretty much running him to the point where he had no blood. no GPS, no compass on me, just a flashlight and GoPro, and I was trying to just track him down quick. He crossed 2 creeks, so I ended up finding his splash marks, but at the end we ended up getting him, and I came back. Actually, I had to set up the tent because in the beginning I just dropped off my gear and had to set up the tent right here, and then I figured I'll come back in the morning and we'll get better footage of the recovery. Happy that I was able to get a buck with the crossbow on the solo overnight, and put a lot of effort in this year, and it's not over yet, so stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button down below if you haven't already. You can share my videos out. I have so many different videos, from gourmet cooking of wild game to trapping and hiking and just tons of stuff. So please go through my playlist, go through my videos, check it out, and you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well. Take care, good luck, and happy hunting, guys. God bless. Alright, we got it done. Thank the good Lord I found my buck. I cannot believe what just freaking happened. I'm coming up this mountain and it is steep. So I stopped to take a leak because I'm about, I don't know, 3/4 to a mile away from where my stand is. And I'm coming up and there's a stone wall. So here I am. I'm taking a leak. I look over at 10 yards away, it's a big freaking rack just staring at me, bedded. And he's just staring at me. I don't know how many points, I just saw the points. And I went into shock. Oh my God. Is that him down there? So next thing you know, I'm over here and my wind's going right at him. Never smelled me. Next thing you know, I'm like, holy crap. So I figured if he was confident that I was able to walk up on him, I could crouch down and get my bow. When I got my bow, I heard him crash. Appreciate you guys watching. Take care. My phone was just shutting off as I'm trying to film to do Instagram uploads. Whew. I can't even feel my fingers, that's how cold it's getting. I gotta get a hot tent for next season. I gotta get out of here first. Can't feel my face.